Hello everyone, in this video we're going to do a quick setup of a GraphQL server with Node.js and GraphQL Yoga. This is one part of a complete GraphQL series where we build an entire production-ready application. Please subscribe to the channel and click the link in the description to get the latest tutorials in the rest of the series. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this in the desktop. You can do it wherever you want. So I'm going to do make dir, and then I'll just call it GraphQL series because this will be a full series. And then once we're in there, we can just go cd into GraphQL, and then we'll do npm init y to create our package.json file. And then from here, we'll do npm install GraphQL Yoga. We'll wait for that to finish. And the GraphQL Yoga package is going to do all the heavy lifting for us. It's going to create the basically all the stuff that we're using. So we just pass in the information. And so what we'll want to go ahead and do now is open up our project folder. So I'm going to go ahead and find it. It's in the desktop, and I put it as a GraphQL series. So open that up. Okay, and then we'll want to create a folder and a file. We'll call this folder src, and then we'll do index.js inside of there. Index.js. And the first thing that we'll want to do is import our GraphQL server object, which is where we're going to pass in all of our information, and then it's going to spin up a GraphQL server for us. So we just pass it into this GraphQL server object here, and we'll do that in a second. The next thing we have is our query, our definitions of what our schema is going to look like. So I'll go ahead and just show you here real quick. So basically, type definitions. So we have queries, subscriptions, and mutations. And right now we just have queries, but basically these are like function definitions. So it'll tell you the return type, the name of the function. So we have hello world here. We don't have any parameters yet. And then it returns a string. So it's just the definition, and that's where our type defs go. And make sure that you use the backticks. These are backticks here. And then, so we have this hello world function, but we need to actually create the body for it. So, so GraphQL knows how to actually get the data. So we do that with our resolver functions. You'll notice the information matches very similarly. So we have a query object here, and then the hello world function body inside of here. And that's basically, this basically describes how this function works. And so you'll see that more very soon. The next thing we'll want to do is we'll want to actually use this GraphQL server object and pass in our type defs and our resolvers. That way it can spin up a server for us and let us use it. So we've got that here. We're just passing in the type defs and the resolvers. And then the last thing we need to do is just start up the server. And I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this here. So just paste it there. And then, so we're basically just starting up this GraphQL server here. And that's pretty much it. So that's all we need for a basic server. So let's go ahead and, well, we gotta save the file first. And then let's go ahead and open up our terminal and run node src index.js. And that should open up, well, turn on localhost and allow us to do that. I'm gonna drag from off screen, localhost 4000. And basically, I got some other stuff here. Basically what we have here is our GraphQL client. So this could be your React app or whatever, but they provide this for you to help you interact with your server. So basically what we have here is we've got history. That's really nice. It allows you to quickly go back to old queries that you've ran, or mutations or whatever. These tabs are very nice, especially when you get into authentication. You don't want to have to be retyping things all the time, so just use those. And then over here we have our documentation. It's self-documenting. It tells you, I use it all the time. It'll tell you which parameters and how and what return types and all that kind of stuff. So super helpful. And then this play button here will run things. And then we've got a query section here where we write our queries, mutations, and subscriptions and all that. So let's go ahead and try out our query. And I've already forgotten, I think it's hello world, but let's go ahead and double check. So we take a look at docs and we see the queries hello world. So we can do hello world, and then we'll just hit play, and it says it returns our data. So that's pretty much it for that. And then down here we've got HTTP headers. So this would be something for like authorization and what have you. And then over here we've got query variables, and this will allow us to mock input data from our code, because we're not going to be able to access this from inside your app or whatever. So you would put in your parameters down here and then use them up here. So we'll get to that soon. But that's basically the GraphQL playground, and that's it for this video.
Thank you for watching our video. If you found it helpful, please click on the second link in the description to sign up for our newsletter, where we send our best content to help you improve your skills and stay up to date in the industry. Please subscribe to our channel by clicking the subscribe button below and the bell to be notified when we release new tutorials. That's all for this video, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.